Hey everybody, Chrissy here today, and I'm going to show you how to make that card. It's actually a shaker card, and they're super easy to make. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do it. So I am using the brand new Stranger Friends stamp set. And the first thing I did was I just kind of stamped a couple of the images on a separate piece of cardstock because I knew I was going to color them later. And then I kind of played with the layout of my card. So you can see that the magnets are adhering to my die on there. But I knew I was going to put the window somewhere. So I kind of decided where to put the window, and then I wanted to add those little lights on the top. So I decided where to stamp those as well. And then I just kind of laid that window back down just to make sure my positioning would be good. And then I stamped the sentiment as well. So that's the nice thing. Sometimes it's really, so many times I'm just kind of like a stamp on a fly person, but then other times, especially when I'm doing a shaker, I kind of feel like I need to lay it out because I need to figure out where that window is going to be ahead of time. So sometimes it's really nice to just kind of lay out my card and know what I'm doing before I do it. It's not very often that happens, I'll be honest. So the next thing I did after I die cut that was I wanted to make my little window. So I am using some toner sheets here with some foil because I didn't want to just do a plain old boring window. I thought I'd do kind of like it's brick, and then I used the red foil. I don't know, I kind of felt like it worked because with those lights on there, everything's happening like in the house, and then they're Christmas lights, so I did red, and I just kind of wanted it to pop. So basically, once you put the foil onto the toner holds the foil, and you just peel it off, and then you have a nice pretty foiled sheet. You just need a laminator. That is the only thing that is required. And I did that off camera because it's kind of boring to sit there and watch it go through the laminator. Trust me, you don't want to see it. So then I just went and I colored in those images. I'm just going to show you the one, and I sped it up super duper fast. I'm not a superhero or anything like that. And I am just using some colored pencils. So I kept it really simple. I am going to use a little bit of, it's called Gamasol, or like a blending solution with a paper stump, which I do tend to use a lot when I use my colored pencils just because it does blend them really nicely. But really, I just kind of go in with limited colors. I kind of take like a light hand to everything and just gently add some color, and then kind of come in later and add the darker colors by pressing harder and blending it together. It's kind of the same way, honestly, that I use alcohol markers too. So then the next thing, I kind of felt like that the white was a little bit too harsh, so I just added a little bit of brown ink around the edges, and now I'm going to assemble the shaker. This is the important part. So I'm putting the window on first. I'm just using regular adhesive, and I'm working face down. So you can see the foil's on the front and that black side is on the back. And then I'm just using foam squares. I have a couple different sizes. These are kind of cool because like when I peel them off the sheet, they kind of peel off all together. And then once I had them all on there and I peeled everything off, I wanted to make sure to get rid of some of the static and the sticky on the edges. So I have that little, it's like a little powder tool. And then that way the sequins will not stick together. It will not stick to the acetate, and they won't stick to the inside where it's sticky because I kind of deactivated it with the sticky, and I just pressed it down. I just edited my head out because for some reason my gargantuan head got in the way. So then really the last thing for me to do, and let me point out how easy that was, right? Like, don't be scared of shaker cards. They are so easy to do. So just give it a try and go for it. So, and I should mention I used the Magic Show sequence as well, the Kindred Stamp sequence. So then I just went ahead and adhered those two people on, and we are all set. We have this kind of awesome shaker with a fun background. So thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope you have a great day.